Hello, beautiful people on my YouTube. I got a few more subscribers, so hey. But today Drew has an appointment. I told y'all in the video when we was coming home that he that we had to stay in the hospital. Right? We had to stay in the hospital a few days longer. It was on like 1 day longer. But the reason why was because he has a heart murmur, and I didn't know what that was. Like, I didn't know that it was common because they wasn't telling me, oh, it's common, don't really worry about it, we just got to listen to it. So because they didn't tell me that, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm talking loud because I feel like the air is blowing too loud. But they didn't tell me that it was common. So when she was like, oh, he has a heart murmur, I'm like, what is that? And she was just like, oh, we just gotta get NICU to come and look at it. So I was crying. Like, y'all should have seen me. I was crying. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, what is that? What does that mean? I don't know what that is. I'm steady asking, what is that? And they just like, oh, it's like he might have a hole in his heart. As soon as I heard hole, I'm like, oh my God, my baby about to die. I'm thinking the absolute worst, of course, because I always do. But today he has that appointment. Though they did an echo when we was at the hospital. That's what took so long. So it's called VSD, and he has a hole about this big in his heart. So today's appointment is just to see if it got smaller, if it's the same. I pray to God it didn't get bigger. Like, I don't know. I don't know how those work, but they say they usually close on their own. So that's what today's appointment is, and we on our way. I just pray to God it got smaller or it closed completely, like, because I'm paranoid. Like, I don't get no sleep as it is. So because he has that heart murmur or that hole or whatever, I really, like, I try to be up watching him. I put my hand on his back, make sure he's rising. Like, yeah, I get no sleep because of this hole. Like, I already am a paranoid parent when it comes down to them sleeping. So because he has that, I'm like even worse. So we're about to see what the doctor said, and hopefully it's good news. All right, we finally made it to the room after this one pooped all over. Like, he just kept pooping all over the people table. He peed in his face. Because I had to change him so she could weigh him. And you just a mess, huh? He messed up 2 diapers. Because as soon as I'm changing him, he just steady going, just steady pooping. Just steady pooping. Now, you had a lot in there. Then he puked up all over the people floor. Yeah, all over me, all over the floor. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I had a lot going on. Hey, so we went to do the echo, and I don't know I don't know the results yet, but the doctor is going to come in and tell me if it's the same, I pray it's smaller, but I don't know what's going on yet. But he cut up. He was screaming, howling, crying. I had to feed him in there. I'm feeding him now. He just did not want to lay there and get it done. It was a little while, like it took like 20 minutes or so, but he's fine now as I'm feeding him. Hopefully he falls asleep. So now we're just waiting on the doctor to tell me the results, and I will let y'all know. All right, y'all. So I just waited till I got in the car to tell y'all. Wow, I look fake. Okay, well, but good news, his heart is fine. He is getting smaller. So at first it was probably like, I want to say this big of a hole, and now he says like a really, really tiny hole, and there's nothing to be worried about. Of course I was worried anyway the first time, but his spine, and he not worried at all. He said to come back in like 6 months to a year. So that's real good. And my little man is fine. I'm so happy. Thank God, because I was like, oh my God. I was bawling my eyes out, but it's fine. He's fine. Praise the Lord. But I will see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all. Bye.